just fly over the 1,000 meters. It's not terribly far. I'll fly with you. But yeah, uh, tonight we're going to be setting up the characters with the new 33.10 update, the new crafting system, the new runes, and all fun stuff like that, which threw a wrench into things for a while everybody was in prison. Um, Thankfully, they didn't have their weapons, they didn't have their abilities, they didn't have, a lot of things that distinguish one of the characters from another. But luckily, it gave me time to come up with something new, something different that hopefully is even closer to D&D and the character classes than what we had originally. Using just totems and charms and things like that. But before we get into any of that, everybody wants to group up on a bad guy. I believe it's time for Monday's Tuesday Madcap recap,
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
That is correct.
All right.
Okay, listen up, fellow adventurers. Last week on K&K, the session was a roller coaster ride. Let me tell you, first off, we had more technical difficulties than Lego Fortnite Odyssey build. Some of us were yeeted out of the game world faster than a banana in a blender, while others were chilling in the lobby like it was a Fortnite victory royal. We tried everything. Solo logins, server hopping, even sacrificing a rubber chicken to the internet gods, but I didn't tell anyone else I was doing that, so now you know. But fear
We
not.
only found about it after.
But fear not. Through the chaos, we finally introduced our glorious characters. There was Brock, the bruiser barbarian with a heart of gold, or at least a gold-plated heart. Then there was Nox, the balladeer with a backstory that would make a soap opera weep. And let's not forget Musa, the adventurous banana who's more into healing than causing a peely good time. Oh, and Guy, the mysterious cloaked figure with a past as tangled as a pirate beard and a hearing aid that's louder than a kraken's roar. We reminisced about our daring escape from the rock, which was smoother than a greased pig on ice. But the fun didn't stop there. We faced betrayal, awakening ancient evils, and even debated the merits of crafting a rune that would turn our enemies into rubber duckies. I'm joking about that last part. That never happened. Teamwork and strategy were key.
Sure, it never happened.
Because even the most epic adventurer can go south faster than a banana in a blender. I'm sensing a theme here. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, we set sail for the Lost Isles. The journey was smoother than a greased pig on ice until the sea monster attacked. We were dodging tentacles like pros, but things got real tense real fast. And that's where we left off, hanging on for dear life and wondering if we'd become fish food. All in all, it was a session filled with more laughs than a barrel of monkeys and more twists than a pirate's tale. We faced challenges both technical and in-game, but overcame them with the spirit of true adventure. Now we're ready for another wild ride. Join us this week on Kaverns and Klombos.
That's awesome, Monday.
And my dinner got away.
Right. Welcome intro. And welcome Wreck-It Rye, Surdo. Rooster, thank you for posting the link and welcome in. Yeah, it was a heck of a ride. They ended up shooting the serpent in the face with a cannon, using Guy as the ammo, and cut out its tongue and shot it in the eye and hit it in the eye with an axe, I believe, twice or once. I don't know. Brock was hanging on to that thing like a 8-second rodeo bull rider, so he did a lot of damage, and the thing eventually fled into the ocean, leaving our adventurers to limp their heavily damaged ship back to the Pele Bon Anya nature reserve. And that's where we find ourselves. Just having hopped off the ship, uh, made land here, and are about to, as I said earlier, head into the village to gear up and get ready for the next leg of the journey. So yeah, what do you folks say we go do that?
Sure.
Let's
Can
do
I
it.
take this? Can I take this with me?
Well, why don't you leave it here for now?
Okay. But I added jets on it.
I saw that. And balloons
Rock
too.
looks longingly at the horizon, wondering where his dinner went.
Oh, I'm in the game channel. Look at me go.
That was me too.
Uh,
I'm like doubled up.
all right. So, yeah, you guys arrive at the Palebon Anya Enclave. The four new people, are like, welcome back. Brock and Knox and etc. Because this is where they were told by their magic letters to go next, after the break out of the Rock maximum security penitentiary. And yeah, you guys get back. You're welcomed with open arms by the Palebon Anya. They do the universal greeting, which Abide, I'll give you 50 experience points if you remember the universal greeting.
Oh, shoot. Get, it's, it's rock, bon on, give me a second.
You're getting closer. You're getting closer. You're almost there.
Weep, bon, ninibon.
Ba weep grana weep ninibon. That was pretty good actually.
And I was trying to find it on my phone. I couldn't find it on my phone, so that was from memory, okay?
Nicely done. Is that your marker on the beach, perchance?
I don't know what you're talking. No, definitely not mine.
It must have been a visual glitch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a visual glitch.
There's so many visual glitches when we play together. It's so weird.
Especially when I'm in the world.
All right. So, one of the first things you folks may note upon returning is the village has changed somewhat. Apparently, in the time that you folks were away, the Bon Anyas have made more contact with civilization. They've now installed a juice bar where their old juice bar always was.
What is that? What
The
is that?
spot that you folks used to stay in is now a place called Arcade, which there's nothing in there. Who knows what that means? But you're greeted by the Onceler, who explains all the things I've explained, that we got to get you guys geared up because as the incursion of Martho and Zarya has gone on, the world continues to change. While you were locked up in the prison, again, the time works differently here in the world than it does, elsewhere. While you were locked up, now giant storms have formed, like persistent storms throughout the world, that are home to dark energies and, evil, brought forth by Martho and Zarya's magic. But one of the main things that's changed is the equipment your characters can use. They did away with armor. Well, essentially did away with armor. I think I mentioned in one of the streams I had 42 armor when I went to bed, and I woke up and I had 9. And I was just getting run over that first day on bed. Especially with the new enemies hitting like a truck. But yeah, so if you folks want to figure out a way to ditch your inventories, We're gonna start over completely from scratch with equipment, charms, everything. And as you know, if you just drop stuff near each other, somebody else near you will just pick it up. Like that.
It's okay if I keep the stuff that I got from that treasure chest last time?
Oh yes, absolutely. Here, let me. Ooh, those are my legs. Let me give you a box to put it in. How many items is it?
Oh, just
Six-ish?
looked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect.
Oh, why are you giving me? Why? This is...
That's what I just said.
Gotta make more offerings.
If you
to
guys want to
Klombo.
make a chest and just dump all the stuff in it so it doesn't get picked up, and so that works for me. We can then just eliminate that stuff after the fact.
But
I just made an offering to Klombo.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Heck
let me
yeah.
just go give her the Klombo.
Yeah,
But let me take
Klom-
Smoochie with me. Does
Klom
Klombo take
lady.
Smoochie offerings?
Oh.
Oh, the chicken? I do not know. But yeah, in a stream long past at this point, prior to the prison, Gracie and the rest of the party went on a mission for the Klom lady. During which she used her magic to send Gracie home. Gracie, I believe, is the actual pronunciation. We pronounced it wrong for several weeks. It was embarrassing. But all right. So,
Also-
go ahead.
So, nobody from chat is gonna notice this. This is really, really cool. Something you made over here. Let me point this out. You put a mushroom, and the only way to get up there, you can actually hop on the mushroom to get up on top of here. Like it's actually designed, and no one's ever gonna know unless I point it out. This is really cool. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. This was Syria's design. It was just a little playpen. A lot of the kind of odd things around town. Like there's a TV over there all by itself, surrounded by broken glass. Just random things. Like we were just in here one day and hanging out, and as I was setting up things for the campaign, I asked her to just do whatever she wanted to do. So there's some pretty neat stuff. There's like a house up in a tree over there, or it's more like a platform. But the villagers come over and use this all the time. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, the bouncy pad was a Syria design. I think originally it just had the 4 posts, and it was like a game. You had to bounce just off and onto the platform, but then I think the rails, or the bridges rather, were added after the fact. But delightful.
I still think
reminds.
I still think we
Can
should
you-
there should be eventually like a big arena like in the sky where we attempt to like knock each other off of it, like with whole.
Yeah. Oh, that would be
Maybe
fun.
while we're spinning.
You could do that with it's spinning, and then you can either use like the fishing poles or like the blunderbuss, or
Right.
or even the shields, and you can knock and like it's like a sumo. Yeah.
Abide has a giant donut that flips over. We could do it on that. And then mid-fight, it rolls over, and you have to stay on, and it's pretty fun.
That would be incredible.
Who knows? Maybe eventually our adventures will take us to other worlds. As everyone knows, in each universe in Fortnite, there's 8 worlds represented down here by the Klom lady's house. But yeah, this is only one of, potentially 8 worlds we could visit in this adventure. But speaking of, to try and put a little bit more spin into the characters, they each now have individual charm progressions, and some people have access to charms that other people don't, etc., etc. So let's see. Let me get my board out so I can keep track of things. Because somehow, even when I'm prepared, I'm not prepared. All right. So we'll do here. Let's do this. Everybody set up wherever they want here around this house. 2 chests because we'll do both your characters at the same time, and we'll put each character's inventory in separate chests.
Huh.
Does that
You know, you
make
guys
sense?
can stand in an upside down campfire without being burned alive.
Yeah, but jump straight up. Burn.
Ow!
Yeah, isn't that neat?
That's not neat. That's painful.
Yeah, upside down campfire, pretty fun. Do. I was like, I've never flipped a campfire before. I wonder what happened. Nice. You got themed for each character. I like it. Well, since I'm right here with you, Trone. For Brock, we're going to be after the experiences of being in the prison and the experiences of breaking out of the prison. I'm going to advance everybody to level 7. We were level 5 in the prison, but I figure a lot happened and a lot got done. So that doesn't
Trump,
actually
B for Brock.
change. What's that?
T for Trump, B for Brock.
Oh, nice. Clever. But yeah, so we get health upgrades now every 5 levels like we always did, but for you being level 7 might affect some things on your abilities. But as far as your character class charms go, Trone, for Brock, you will have a green health charm and a green hardy charm. And then for Harry, you'll just have a green return charm. And just let me know. Don't worry about it. We'll do that another time. But on the chart, I mentioned it to you before, John. You have asterisks where your second charm should be. That's because as spells, you can cast, like quote unquote mage armor, and now you can throw on a blue charm, or you can cast, whatever spell in place of that second charm, which gives your character some versatility because you can cast, reflect, you can cast resilience, you can cast, a bunch of different stuff. But all right, let's see. And for your bruiser, you can use simple and martial weapons, light and medium armor, and shields. I broke the weapons down. For the most part, any white weapon, except for swords and machetes, are simple weapons. So the way we used to do it was people couldn't use certain weapons as a reflection of their ability. Now we're going to use more D&D like rules for all that, so anybody can use a simple bow. A simple bow only does 5 damage, but anybody can use it now. You know what I mean? And then martial weapons will include swords, machetes, crossbows of green or above, and axes of green and up. Pretty much any not white weapon. Except for, again, short swords or machetes. But as far as short swords and machetes are concerned, they're concerned light martial weapons. So some of your classes have access to those light martial weapons, but not, the like actual big swords and stuff like that. So yeah, the highest quality that you can have on a weapon is going to be blue. Purple will be, where magic items start. But when you craft your weapons, we're going to apply runes to them. And because you guys are 7th level now, you would have started with a white rune, like class rune, and then progressed, to at 7th level a green rune, and then at 14th you'll get a blue rune. So everybody now is getting a white pickaxe, which you can make a white weapon that still has 2 rune slots on it. So for example, the reason I'm doing that is so now everybody has the ability to push an enemy. For the most part, if you connect with a second swing on a pickaxe, it knocks the enemy back. So everybody can do that now. But to reflect, for example, Trone's rage and strength, and Monday's abilities in martial arts, their characters will get knock 1 added to that tool. So you're going to want to make your items at a crafting bench, because if you just grab the ones out of the codex, they tend to be kind of goofy. So Trone, you can have whatever equipment you want up to blue quality. Again, your pickaxe will get knock 1 on it, and your axes will get damage 2 and knock 2 on, or excuse me, knock 1 on them. Let's see, and then you get, I believe, up to medium armor, which is a blue charm. Now, anybody who's we're using the white health charm now to represent clothes. So even the classes that don't get armor will still have that clothing slot, and it's just an extra heart, but it's to reflect your like basic attempt to survive the elements at all. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, different classes can do different things. For example, the monk can't wear armor, but they can use the white reflect charm in place of their clothes. So that's to reflect their innate self-defense, martial arts moves and stuff like that. But then for Harry Trone, he can use simple weapons, but no armor. And that's another slot. You can cast spells in both of those slots to make up for the fact that you don't have the health and the armor. But for Harry to represent his cantrips now, instead of just letting you, wail off with a blaster to your heart's content, you're going to have zapping 2 now, because we're 7th level, on all your melee weapons. And is it reflect on your cloak, which will be gray until we get up to 10th level, and then you'll get the blue one. Same thing for Monday's clothes. Any questions, Trum?
Nope.
All right.
So make an item with 1 slot on it is what you're saying, so you could add the zapping to it.
Yeah, you can do that. Up to level 2 spears are considered simple weapons. So in your case, it would be considered your staff. So it's a spear, you just can't throw it. That's the only limitation I'm gonna put on those lower weapon like that.
Understood.
But like I was saying, now you can use any level dagger, because any level dagger is considered simple. So you can have a blue dagger, and like Abide had a dagger +1 at some point, so you can grab a purple dagger for his thief. You know what I mean? And we'll do the extra damage and extra everything by increasing that weapon's, like by rifting it, by, yada yada, turning it legendary, so on and so forth, up the chain. But all right, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
That was Monday.
Yep.
All right, so Monday. For Monday, you can use simple and light martial weapons, which is actually a step up for your character, because now you can use machetes and white and green swords. But we did that thing where you had a dagger that represented your fist. We're going to keep doing that. So in addition to both your characters getting pickaxe, Monday's pickaxe gets knock 1 on it. But they also get knock on their daggers and get berserk on any melee weapon that they use. So again, you can have up to whatever blue weapon you want, except for swords. Swords you can only have up to green. You're going to put berserk on them, and then to represent your fist, sorry, that's how this whole thing started. You're going to go ahead and grab yourself that next tier of dagger. I think you are up to a blue dagger, correct? For your
Yes.
fists. But you're going to put knock on that dagger. So you have knock on your pickaxe and knock on your fist to represent your martial arts abilities. And then, whatever weapons you have after that.
Awesome.
And then for knocks, the simple and light martial weapons, so same choices that you had before, but for their armor, Nox can wear a green health charm. So let's see. For Monday, you should have a green health charm, a green regeneration charm, and a white reflect charm for your clothes, quote unquote. And then for Nox, you should have a green health charm, a white health charm, and then another green health charm to represent your armor.
Excellent.
Same thing for weapons. Anything that's white, with the exception. Oh no, because you can use light martial weapons. You can use anything that's white. You can use green short swords and you can use green spears. But again, it would count as like a bow staff or a quarter staff or some kind of melee weapon. You wouldn't be able to throw it like a spear. And I think that's it for both of them. Oh, wait a minute.
Better have your meat pies now, though, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, to represent your rage throne, for levels 1 through 10, you're going to use meat pies. For levels 10 through 20, you're going to use pizzas. That'll give you bonus hearts. That'll give all the stuff that comes with those. And let's see. Monday, your martial arts are a combination of the knockback and berserk. You run faster, jump higher, et cetera, et cetera. And then for your bard, where is their weapon thing?
Or still an axe,
Balladeer.
right?
No, just force 1 on your axe. It's just a representation of your strength. You're pushing them is like you grabbing them and throwing them, but your axe is just this sake of you smacking them, knocks them back. You know what I mean?
Any damage buff on it either, or just the force?
Yeah, it should be damage level 7, so damage 2, and force 1 on your axes.
Excellent.
And for your bard Monday, you get +1 on. I just had it. Where did it go? On light weapons, so you get a +1 on machetes, short swords, and daggers, and any of those white things. And monkey paw, resilience charm for clothes, berserk on melee, berserk and force on hands. force 1 on pick. So yeah, and then just berserk and force, different levels of force on your different things. Force 2 on your pick for throwing, and then force 1 on your melee weapons, or excuse me, your hands. Not all melee weapons, just whatever dagger you're using as your hands. All right. Anything I missed or any questions?
We're not on the magic yet, are we?
No, not yet.
Okay, then no questions.
All right. Who do we got next?
I'll go next.
Alrighty. Where are your chests, sir?
My chest? You mean?
Yeah,
chest?
just for I said to make 2 chests, 1 for each character, so we could split the inventories.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I didn't. Hold on. I
Nah,
thought
it's
I only
alright.
had the 1 chest. I got rid of all my stuff from my other. Oh, because it's
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
thing.
Right, exactly. Let's see. Bum. I don't know what's going on in the chat. All right. So for your original character, it's Jen, or is it Gen?
Gen.
I always
Again.
Okay. Gen, who was our wild protector, has access to simple and martial weapons, light and medium armor, and shields. So you can use any weapon you want up to blue. And you will get damage on machetes and berserk on bows. So because we're level 7, that would be level 2 damage for your machete, and then which is, we're counting it as like a scimitar or something like that. And level 2 berserk on your bow. Because part of
Wait.
the rangers, like whole like kit and caboodle, is their mobility. So
Okay.
you shoot your bow, you move, you shoot your bow, you know what I mean?
And
It's to
and bow
reflect
can
your-
be, so bow has berserk, and what level? I can go with the bow.
level 2 berserk on bows, and level 2 damage on machetes.
I didn't hear that because that's smashing level 2. So the bow, what rarity is it? Is it everything just blue?
If that's what you want, yeah. Because I figure at this point all your characters have adventured long enough that, like before, you guys had thousands of dollars to buy whatever you wanted in town, so you would have bought the best stuff,
Oh, okay. So I can do an epic bow then.
If blue is epic, yes.
Oh no, so then just blue. Okay.
Rare.
Right. Yeah, so yeah,
Rare.
rare.
Yeah.
And then for the damage, you would put a +2 damage rune on the bow.
Okay.
And then now we have 2 kinds of holy rollers, which are clerics. We have one focused more on healing and nature, and of course another focused more on war. And I believe
Tom, real
you're gonna
quick.
play-
I'm trying to build something with this, and it's not. Are you able to like? It's not letting me choose a resource. Oh, that. Let me choose that. Hold on a second. Not letting me choose a rare item. Weird. Oh, the crossbow.
So, what did you want to build?
The crossbow. As a rare.
Crossbow. Sure. Do you
It's
want
gotta be rare, and then
iron crossbow, or do you want
Just a
gold
copper.
crossbow?
right, or either one. It doesn't
Copper.
matter. Whatever you think looks the nicest. I don't know why it's taking me to
up
the
to you.
green. It's weird.
Yeah. Don't know, bud. Where did it go? Oh, in my inventory. Of course it did. There you are. All right. So hopefully that resolves itself, so you can continue to craft your weapons.
Hopefully.
But for your cleric, your holy roller, um, Musa, correct?
Yes.
Musa. Like I was saying, there are two different types. Essentially, healing clerics and battle clerics, and I presume you're playing the healing type from your description.
Yeah.
So they also have access to simple weapons. So any white weapon. But access to light and medium armor and shields. But because of their relation to, you know, deities, they have Undead Bane and Healthy. For you, again, now we're level 7, so it would be Undead Bane 2 and Healthy 2 on all of your weapons. So you do extra damage to skeletons. You're not the best fighter against other people, but you're good against skeletons for sure. And because of the new system of how everything works out, we're going to use food items for the majority of our healing, for the majority of our magic, for the majority of stuff like that. So now any food items that drop extra from the healthy charm, you can pass those out as healing items
Cool.
to the party, in addition to, you know, your spells that you actually are going to be able to cast.
And as far
Um,
and the charms you said are going to be
For
it's the you had the list in the
your
Discord, right?
yeah, but for your ranger, for Gen, will be 2 green health charms, and then you can wear up to a blue health charm for armor. So 2 green and a blue, as I presume what you want. It's the best you can have at this level. And then for your holy roller, you will have a blue return charm, a green health charm, and then also up to the blue armor charm. So
I'm
blue
sorry.
health
Just
charm
say that
for
again
your
because I just had to get back to the thing and I'm looking at it now. You said a blue charm,
blue return.
blue return,
Which one do you need?
the
The
the healer,
the Peely or the Ranger?
the
Peely, blue return, green return. Or excuse me, jeez. Blue return, green health, blue health. So the first two are your health and abilities, like related to your character. And then the third one is technically your armor. Um, so let's see.
okay.
So again, yeah, your wild protector is gonna get damage on machetes, berserk on ranged, both level 2. The cleric is going to get undead bane 2 and healthy 2 on all of their weapons. Any questions?
No, I think I got that.
All right.
On the bow, it's
And-
berserk,
Yep.
and then and that's it. No.
Yeah,
no.
just berserk on bows, and then damage on machetes.
Okay, and okay, yeah, I guess that's it.
All right.
Sorry to
um,
chime in, but Rooster says, Tom, is your rulebook getting thick?
Is I didn't hear what you said. Is my what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is my rule book getting thick?
Yeah, sorry about that.
It
Yeah.
it is actually, Rooster. It's terrible. It gets worse every day. And now like you should see just the pages of notes. I had to do 3 separate spreadsheets to figure this out, to keep everything quasi balanced and true to like the original rules, and like it was quite a bit of effort went in here. It's more clear when you're looking at like all the classes at the same time. You know, that's a lot of legwork there. But yeah, well, hopefully it'll get less messy in the future. But for now, Abide, you're going to be the easiest one of the group because both your characters are sneaks.
Oh yeah.
So for your character, again, you can use simple and light martial weapons and light armor. Light martial being white and green swords, all machetes, and
Wait, I use a
crossbows
machete?
up to green. It's would be technically like I was saying, like a scimitar or a
Okay.
whatever. But yeah, you can totally use a machete if you want.
Well, a
Um,
machete only does 2 damage
right.
of a white one, so I don't know if I
Right.
necessarily want to use a machete unless I have to, which is fine. I
No,
guess.
and any color. So you could use a blue machete. All machetes are considered light martial weapons.
Oh, so I could use
So
the
you could use
rift
a blue machete. No,
No,
you
okay.
can use up to blue quality machete.
Okay. Do I start with one or no?
You can, like I was saying to everybody else, you can, at this point, I presume you guys have adventured enough and you have had
Yeah.
at some point the money to buy whatever you want. So I presume you're going to buy the best quality stuff.
Yeah, and the machete is
Um,
the only hand weapon that I can carry. So not an axe, not a sword, not a dagger. Correct?
You can use any simple weapon, which is, once again, any color dagger, um, a white axe, a white or green spear, which counts as like a staff, or like a, like quarterstaff or, whatever. White crossbows. Light martial includes swords up to green and any color machete and green crossbows. Your character can use all the weapons I just mentioned. So up to green crossbows, up to blue machetes, up to green swords, up to green spears. You can use a white axe or up to blue daggers. But
I use a blue dagger.
to represent again everybody's skills and whatnot, on those weapons that you get, you are going to get luck on any melee weapon that you use, luck 2.
Okay.
And then damage on daggers. So because we're level 7, everybody's getting their level 2 rune. So you're gonna get +2 damage on daggers. So
Can I
level
pause
2
you?
damage on daggers. Yeah, go ahead.
Colorblind question here: is blue or purple first? So it goes white,
That's
yellow.
That's why I said level 2.
Level. So it goes white, yellow, blue, purple, rift.
Oh, you mean for the weapons? Blue is the third one.
Yeah. Give me a second. My wife's calling me. I can hear you, but
Epic.
Yeah, epic. No, epic is purple. We want rare.
That's what I meant. Rare.
But when you're back, Abide, let me know, and we'll give you health charms. All right, so Brock, what do you have for runes on your gear currently?
Force 1 and damage 2 on my axes and my sword, and force 1 on my pickaxe.
And then you're prestigious. You can do pretty much whatever you want. Just pretty much zap on everything.
Yeah, he has a dagger. He's also going to have vampiric touch, so would that be lifesteal on a dagger?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Because yeah, a lot of the spells, if we can,
And you said poison things for fireball, right?
for now, yeah, we'll just do the
Okay.
poison because, like I said, I'm figuring stuff out. The blast radius on the thermal detonator seems way bigger than it used to be. I know that.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Now it's like, well, they changed all the durability, so now like everything's built out of frost pine, but now frost pine is just wood. You know what I mean? So you can just punch it, and it's like I got to figure out what destroys what before I just let you go crazy with boom barrels and dynamite and things like that. But for your spells, we're just gonna go back to the idea that each blaster represents the die that you're using, you know, to roll the damage. And for example, like you cast a 3d4 magic missile the other day or whatever, you would have shot your E11 3 times to represent those 3 bullets. You know what I mean? So the number of dice you would have rolled is the number of shots you get with that weapon. And then a lot of the rest of magic, as I was saying, is just going to be food-based, where you're giving somebody a pizza, or you're drinking a slurp juice, or a slap, or, you know, eating some ice cream, or eating
Yep, for heat and cold resistance and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So all right. You're back, Abide?
That is correct. Did you know you can make a guy do a backflip?
By dodging in reverse?
No. If you dodge in reverse, he just jumps back. But if you dodge sideways first, and then you automatically dodge the other direction, you can make him. If you dodge right and then dodge left, you can make him do a backflip. It's a little janky, but
I get it like every 4th one.
yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by that.
No,
I also got distracted by a glitch.
I like
hop in
stuff like that.
If you hop in a seat upside down and you hop out, there's a visual glitch right now where your character comes out upside down and you could do a headstand, but it's only a visual glitch for you and not the other person. Because I went over to you and then looked on your stream and I was not upside down. I was very disappointed that you couldn't see that I was upside down. Anyways, so I have a dagger with damage 2 on it, a blue level 3 dagger with damage 2 on it. Is that correct for Abide K? Oh, sorry, Abide.
Yes. Yep. For actually, you can get that for both of you because you're both snakes. So you can just make 2 sets of gear, or you,
I think that in keeping
one of you, Abide, actually is the only one out of the group who's found a magical item to date. So you actually, one of your characters has a purple dagger.
Ooh.
Yeah. But yeah, then we did your health charms already, right?
No.
Okay, so you should each have a green and white health charm to represent your health. And then for your armor, where is that?
Well, I guess I could,
armor.
because they're the same. Should I just? Well, no, I should make sure I'm correct.
Because because eventually, you know, like when one of them goes on an adventure and finds a bunch of stuff, his inventory is gonna be different than the dude back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, and then you can get. I should have known that this was going to be a problem when I took all my notes. I wrote white, blue, things like that. You can wear uncommon health charm as your clothes, armor, for both of them. But all right, that I think brings us up to.
So I would have 1 green and 1 blue, or is it 2 green and 1 blue for the clothes?
You would have 1 green for your clothes.
So
you
1
should
green.
Have two
Sorry,
representing
1 green.
your health, which is
Common is green, right?
uncommon is green. Yeah. You should have currently 2 uncommon health charms and 1 common health charm total.
Okay, so 3 charms,
both,
1
for
green.
both your characters.
Sorry, 2 green, 1 white.
Yep. 1 of the green and 1 of the white are your health, and 1 of the green is your armor. Yeah.
Okay. Did the rare magical item dagger that I find, did that have any charms on it or no? Was it just base?
We're representing the fact that it's magical by going a tier higher. And then you would get your normal damage
Okay.
and whatever class things on it. And then
In Trone's
if
case,
we-
would it be two green charms because of his cloak of protection instead of a white charm for his clothes?
It's up to you. If you want to use the cloak of protection or the reflect charm.
Ah, okay.
Which,
So I'm gonna have to use
it's up to you. I honestly didn't think of your cloak of protection when I was doing all this. So
No worries.
as a holy roller. You're saying so I can use simple weapons, but I can't put like an essence on any of them. But
you can. Aha.
Wait.
Make the blade out of mahogany and make the handle out of whatever. You
Oh.
can put 2 charms on anything.
Okay. Oh. But I still have to stick to the simple weapons, right? So.
Yes, sir. Again, all machetes are considered simple weapons. So you could have a blue machete if you're looking for a way to deal damage. But since we're right here, again, like I was saying, a lot of the magic and whatnot, a lot of the healing that goes on is going to be food based. But your cleric, your holy roller, is one of the only character classes that can use the slurp cannon. So go ahead and give yourself a slurp cannon. You can use that in our live combat to heal people in place of your spells, Same deal as with Trone, where it tells you how many dice you can roll for how much it heals. That's how many times you can shoot it. As opposed to the result of the die rolls. Like say something says you can heal for 3d6 damage, that means you can shoot them with your gun 3 times.
Cool.
Or even if it says 3d8, you can shoot them with your gun 3 times. You know what I mean? Like that's just the thing is honestly compared to like the amount of health we have versus like the healing spells, like it's wildly overpowered. That's like you're holding like a 9th level healing spell in your hand, like every time you shoot it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, we'll do that, and then as far as like crafting, all of that stuff goes, loot. Anything you guys find off of enemies or in chests is now actually loot. We're gonna be able to collect it. We're gonna be able to bring it back and sell it. Or different things like that. Any white foods people can just eat. It's mostly raw stuff for the most part. But like as soon as you go to cook it, we're gonna need to make like a crafting check. If you succeed your check, obviously you expend the resources to make it, and you successfully get the item. If you fail your crafting check, you don't get it. To make like weapons, equipment, spells, stuff like that. I'll let you make anything you want, for the most part, at half the cost of what the sell price of it is. So for example, if you want to make slurp juices to heal with, which we've been using as potions of healing, they cost you 50 gold, but you can try to make one if your character class has that ability for 25 gold, but you run the risk of failing your roll. So it evens out that way. Let's see. Anything above green food can't be made by characters. Only the wizard and cleric and the druid to a little extent. Actually, I think the ranger has a little bit in there too with their spells, but to use the juicer and the oven. All the blue food items come from the juicer, except for 2 of them, and all of the purple come from the oven. So those are essentially like high-level magic. and unobtainable through purchase in the world. You can go out and purchase any green food you want. You can go out and buy any white food you want, but yeah, blue and purple are essentially now spell effects. Buying and selling will do the same thing, you know, the way things cost before, you know, we'll use the same prices out of the Dungeon Master, or excuse me, the Player's Handbook. Stuff like that. You guys can resell things for, you know, like a tenth of the price. You know, depending on the quality, yada yada yada. We'll work out what happens when people drop purple swords and stuff like that when it happens. But yeah, that's
When it
most
happens?
of big change. Yeah,
That's
a lot of
terrifying.
enemies drop purple stuff all the time. But yeah, that's pretty much all the update 33.1 changes. Does anybody have any questions or concerns currently?
Nope.
Not off the top of my head.
All right.
I'm sure I'll have plenty
Yeah.
in the future because I'll forget half this stuff. But
Hey, it's all right. That's why a lot of this stuff only happens, you know, periodically anyways. We won't have to worry about any of this again until level 10, which is a little bit away. 15 and level 20. And your runes won't upgrade until level 14. So like right now your pluses to damage and stuff like that, those will upgrade to 3 for your like class rune, I'm calling it. But everybody has a white pickaxe in their inventory as well to represent their ability to push enemies, correct?
Yes.
All right.
oh, but I should make my own, correct?
What's that?
But you said I should craft my own white pickaxe.
I mean, for the pickaxe, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying for most of the weapons, they'll just give you like some stock, you know. And because we needed the space for the runes, especially on people who had simple weapons, I wanted people to make their stuff, so we knew exactly, you know. And it also gave people the option to make their own gear, you know. This is, you know, not everybody has the exact same crossbow, not everybody has the exact same, you know, whatever, even if it's still a blue crossbow, you know. Now everybody can have their own like unique stuff. Why is your pickaxe so shiny, sir?
That's real. I just realized. Oh, it has last chance on it.
Huh.
I just crafted one
Oh.
out of glass.
So for my
so,
character,
so it'd be white.
So
What was that, Remy?
I was gonna say in my inventory I have a pickaxe, I have a spear with health 2 and unbane 2, and a slurp cannon. Then for the charms I have a rare totem of return, a rare health charm, and then a green health charm. Is that proper?
Let's see. Let me look. Well, this enemy attacked me.
Yeah. Came at me too.
Holy roller. Blue return, blue health, and what was the?
And green health.
Yep.
And okay,
And
cool.
then you can have any color up to blue dagger. You can have a white axe. You can have a white or green spear. Let's see, you get light martial, I believe.
Oh, okay, so I can get a blue dagger too. So I can carry multiple weapons on me. Is that?
Yeah,
Or do I have
yeah.
to
Oh,
pick one?
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, you can have any color dagger. You can have a white axe. You can have up to a green spear. You can have a white crossbow.
Okay, white crossbow. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna do a metal dagger. Give me that blue.
Yeah. Yeah, and every weapon that you have has Undead Bane 2 and
Yeah, and
Health
health too.
2. Yeah.
Cool.
The one that makes them drop more food items, whichever one
Yeah.
that is. There's 2 of them in there. But all right, everybody got their. Hey, look at this. This is pretty emo there, Nox.
I am the darkness.
All right.
Man,
And
I have
this
to
is
go to
it.
camp with food cooking
Yeah, dig it.
and skulls of the enemies I've killed.
All right, all right.
Of
No.
course.
Your hopes for lunch mounted above it. All right.
Oh, the cow's looking pretty good over there.
Oh, well, here's Abide's house up on the ceiling.
I realized I was missing something.
All right. Whoa, there are a ton of eggs over here.
Well, I tried to throw away I tried to throw away a thing, and then it turned out I couldn't throw it away the thing.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it. I'm here for you. But all right, you folks make it into town. You are shown to your. Oops, didn't
Excuse
mean
me,
to burn my arrows.
Tom, sorry, one more thing. Can we have shields too?
Depending on your class, let's see. Your Wild Protector definitely has shields, and your Holy Roller definitely has shields up to blue.
Up to blue. Cool.
Yeah. Burning stuff, burning stuff.
Because I noticed I was reading the hotkeys, and then I realized you could actually like push X to drop stuff, and then I was really hoping that you could like actually rapidly drop stuff, but then I found out that it just like, well, how many would you like to drop? All of them. That's how many I always want to drop.
They're like, nah, you just want to drop 2, right? This is all a very sly plan to slowly eliminate stuff from your inventory. All right. You guys get yourself situated. You are approached by the Onceler, who greets you warmly as always, and wants to know what has been going on, essentially.
So we busted those other guys out of jail. You're the dude dressed as dude disguised the other dude, right?
What?
Which dude are
I'm
you?
the dude. I'm the dude, dude.
Dude, cool.
Um, so, yeah, what else has been going on though? What you guys went back to the mainland and it didn't work out. I've been being updated by our friend, but what? Tell me some details.
So some shiny light told me to go break into a jail and free these guys. With
We've
Knox
been
over
in
there.
prison. We got caught on some bogus terrorism charges, and then this big dude and this other person who like sings a lot broke us out, and I had an epiphany, and I was visited by ghosts, and I have to tell you, Onceler, I'm really, really concerned. We need to change our ways.
He says that's wildly interesting, first of all, and he definitely wants to hear more later. But he has also discovered some disturbing elements. As you all know, he's here chronicling this world and its history and, potentially its future as well. But it seems like from all of your experiences and everything that he's witnessed, where they thought this world was made for you guys, it may have just as equally been made for Zarya and Mortho. Which is why they persist in this world. They were banished long ago. A lot of you folks are in ways related to those old heroes who sealed them away. But even that whole story raises a lot of questions. For one, we all know that history is written by the victor, right? Like that's a saying, I'm sure, in all of our like home worlds that we're from. Um, so maybe the history that we know and that we've been told, you know, from the time you folks arrived, isn't even actually accurate. Um, the most concerning element, in my opinion, being that we know Zarya and Martho's names, but we don't know the names of the 5 heroes that sealed them away. Why wouldn't we know their names? Where are their tombs? Where are their, you know, that doesn't that seem strange?
That is strange.
Oh, good. Now my head hurts. Brock starts banging his head against his axe.
All right. Um. Oh, that's the other thing. Trone gets the dynamite shield as one of his spells as well. Your wizard there. Harry gets the dynamite shield. Your ramming shield reminds me. All the melee characters have access as their blue shield to that ramming shield if they so desire. With the exception of the Wild Protector, I think he counts as ranged as opposed to melee. But the Acolyte, which is the Paladin, the Barbarian, the Fighter, and I think those are the main. Yeah, because Monkey Paws are the other melee, and I don't think they can use shield. Yep, no armor training whatsoever. So yeah, just the 3 tanky builds can use that blue ramming shield.
Oh, this is a shield? I thought it was a piece of pizza.
It's that same slice of pizza that Abide's been carrying around since episode 3 or whatever it was. But yeah, so there's a lot of concerns that the Onceler has about the history that we've all learned, you know, because we know like a lot happened in this world, and we're all new to it, like even him, you know, obviously. Wow, they changed. Your locker emotes don't come up immediately when you go to an emote now. Instead, it goes just for regular emotes, and you have to tab over.
Compliments of Brick's life.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, access to all the emotes.
I already had that. But yeah, all right. So, like you said, with the coming on of all these storms, with the fact that even though Zarya was defeated, they managed to figure out a way to come back. Like I was saying a minute ago, it's almost like the world was created for them and their story as much as it was your story and the story of the 5. The other thing that has occurred to him since last seeing you is that they needed the slurp from all of you. You know, your life juice that's inside of you. That I don't know if I ever explained that to you guys. That's how the healing potions work. There's your hearts up there in the top corner of the screen there. That's how much slurp you have inside you. And when you take damage, some of your slurp leaks out. And that's why when you drink slurp juices, you refill your slurp juice to top. But we've also been using it as an adult beverage. So when you have added too much slurp to your system, that's you start to get a little woozy. That's how all that works. So the original 5 heroes, slurp got spilled to seal them away, and Zarya and Martho needed their slurp to unseal it. But that doesn't necessarily mean they can be sealed away the same way or need to be sealed away the same way. He thinks that rather than focusing on who did it, it might be a benefit to focus more on how they did it. Did any of you recall the story of Martho and Zarya's defeat?
Not off the top of my head.
Somebody give me a history check.
8.
Somebody else give me a history check.
Harry rolled 21.
All right. So, when the 5 remaining members of the Sept defeated Martho and Zarya, they did so by first somehow severing Martho's casting hand, so that he could no longer cast the spells that he was casting, in general, but also in support of Zarya's combat prowess. They then stole after cutting off his hand, they stole his spell book, which was one of the artifacts you folks returned to that tomb, along with the hand. But by cutting off his hand and stopping his spell casting, it somehow allowed the party to, and I believe the quote is, crack Zarya's immortal armor. So they had some weapon that was capable of breaking this magic armor that Zarya himself had. So there seems to be a focus on, cutting off the hand, obviously, the breaking of the armor, etc., etc. So you're going to need to start looking for artifacts in the world that, will be able to do that. And he says he believes you've already met one of the artifacts. It's carried by Martho himself. He said it's called the Sun Sword. It's a glowing red weapon that can cut through anything. He said that there are other mythical weapons like that out there that need to be found. But you folks were also framed for all kinds of acts of terrorism and also for a bunch of things that you actually did. So that's a concern as well. Finding out who, how, and what you're going to do about it. And then also, most recently, you folks were attacked by a giant sea serpent on your way here. As mentioned earlier, your ship limped its way back to the Peleban Anya Nature Preserve, and it is in desperate need of repairs. The closest and only place that the ship will actually make it to that can perform those repairs is going to be, unfortunately for you folks, Cutlass Cove.
Oh, no. That's not the pirate village, is it?
We got a friend over there.
It is, in fact, the pirate village. And Rooster says in chat to remember to get your adventure card or whatever it's called. Your adventuring permit that you guys never applied for. Which is fair. You didn't even know about it. I made it up, like episode 15, but... let's see. Hey, thanks for holding down chat there for me, Rooster. I've been wildly distracted with the new rules and everything. But yeah, so do you guys have any input on any of those subjects prior to our inevitable return to Cutlass Cove, or do we want to just motor? The Onceler seems most concerned about your framing and who framed you.
Well, we believe that it was the what is his name? Shao Kahn.
Shere Khan,
Shere Khan.
the like tiger dude.
Yeah, I think he
Um,
did it. Personally.
I how how did you guys get involved with Shere Khan? I've been on this island this whole time.
Oh, well, you see, it's an interesting story. We were invited to this like inn place and we went there and nobody, including myself, decided to like ask questions and we just kind of blindly accepted a gig and it turned out it was a really bad gig and we definitely should not have accepted it because we didn't understand at the time who Shere Khan was and what kind of trouble it would get us into.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I remember you mentioned him last time you were here. Yeah, he's not a good dude. Like he's he's just not a good dude.
So where's this cat man live? So we go kill him.
Um. All right. He actually there's another island. Like all of this. I don't know if you guys remember the story, but all Pele Anya used to be one big island, and then it blew up like a couple hundred years ago. Um. Because some magic, something. I'm not the even the Paleban Anyas don't have the details themselves, but they presume it was like the tomato heads blew up the island somehow. Um, in the time since then, though, pretty much all the tomato heads are on a different island. Like the whole island is like cracked right down the center. Um, and he actually has a tower um over on the other island, but um I wouldn't just go run straight in there for one, and two, your ship will not make it that far. You'll meet the Grimkeel before you make it to Paleophia.
All right. So first we go to the pirates, fix our ship, and then we go kill the cat man.
Sounds like a plan to me.
That does sound like playing.
I like this guy.
Do
Simple to the
we
point.
actually should we like actually look into getting a adventurer's permit this time?
Out of character question: do the characters from this world have that permit, and only the ones who didn't not have it?
I never thought of that. Let's find out. No, no one has an adventurer's permit. Because for the most part, prior to uh, getting the call from Queso's Crystals, um, you were mostly retired. Like, for example, Brock had run off to live in the wilderness with his dog. Um, Knox, I mean, Knox was knocking around, but not in a like adventurer capacity, more of a busker performer capacity, and so on and so forth down the line.
I prefer the word
Um,
frolic. I was frolicking around.
yeah, frolicking. um, so yeah, no one currently has an adventurer's permit. I believe it also is something that you is applied to like a group of people as opposed to just like a single person. I think that's a completely different permit actually. Um,
Buck
but
points to the banana and says, "It looks like he's the smartest. He should be the leader of the banana of the permit clan."
the nanner.
Yeah, the banana guy.
Yeah.
He should be the leader of the pirate clan that we're gonna be.
The Pirate Clan
All right.
or the Banana Clan?
He did say Banana Clan the first time. Um. So the Onceler, as you're about to leave, is like the daily blunderbuss. You guys remember the daily blunderbuss from
Oh
Cutlass Cove?
yeah. Oh yeah. The
Yep.
The Daily Blunderbuss was one of the buildings that we got occupied with in Cutlass Cove, and if I remember correctly, we spent a good amount of time trying to break in, only to realize it was a really bad idea. So we quickly abandoned that and instead just caused a ton of havoc in Cutlass Cove.
I hear there's
One of the reasons
magical
that we were in prison.
magical items
It
there.
was under lockdown because of the recent massive explosions in town, but it was a pirate newspaper. And the reason that's relevant is because, for example, like the whole reason you folks went there was to get those Paley Bonanya called them their sacred relics, but they're really just collector's items from my world. Like, as this has been going on over the years, like different people and places and things have fallen through the rifts into this world, and those were one of them. They just happened to be important to me, and the Pele saw that I collected them, and they made the determination themselves that they were sacred. But back in my world, there was a guy who, well, it's a comic book, another one of the sacred texts that, you know, with all the pictures and the words and stuff. But the gist of it is there was this evil corporation and a guy who ran it. And then there was, the hero was a guy who like worked at a newspaper, right? Like as a disguise. But they used the newspaper and like all that contacts and stuff to get dirt and information on a bunch of stuff, really, but like on that bad guy. And like maybe there's something like that here. Maybe they have a undercover hero at the. That might be something to look into, especially if you're trying to go to fight the tiger dude. Which I wouldn't fight the tiger dude, but
All right,
that'd be
let's go find
something
this
to
guy's
do while
picture
you're
real
there,
quick.
though.
See the superhero dude.
I don't have it with me. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I was thinking if there was something like that you guys could do, like
Was
maybe
that-
like if you had like the scoop on some inside story in the capital to like trade to one of their guys for a favor or something, you know, like maybe if something super exciting or interesting ever happened, or you guys witnessed some nefarious evil plots, or like, you know, where you guys were part of like some underground club or something and had some dirt to trade, that might come in handy.
Yeah, let's make that cat look bad. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And I heard
Yeah.
I heard there's magical items there too.
Run an
Blacked out for a
editorial
second.
about him in the paper. That'll
Yeah.
get him.
Spread some fake
Rock
news.
blacked out for a second.
Fake
So we
news.
need to find some illicit dirt on this political figure who is in charge of a organization that needs to be brought down from the inside out. And then he blacks back into reality again.
Oh my gosh, the absent-minded savant. That would be incredible.
He just like channels the universe periodically.
Like Will Ferrell in Old School when he goes to the debate.
There you go. But yeah, so we are at the point we need to sort out the ship. We need to sort out revenge. What else did we need to sort out? Oh, the history of what really happened. There's apparently items to look for, an adventure to be had. But yeah, let's go to the
I think Captain Cheese would like us to fix his ship in honor of him. Thought I saw his tombstone around here somewhere.
Did we?
I'm just gonna follow him.
Did we?
Did you?
Out of character, are we like the magic? Are we touching that today or no?
What would you like to know?
Like what my bard can do? Like it's just the stuff from the base book of the game, right? Or
Yeah, we'll figure out you know, specifics, but for now, like your bardic inspiration when we're doing you know, the like action combat, not the turn-based stuff. Like you can like give everybody a meat pie or something. You know what I mean? We'll figure out how to make it work. So for now, anything you want to do for a spell or something like that, just go ahead and ask me, and we'll sort something out quick.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm good to go.
One
Tron,
second,
what you
Monday, I got something for you.
Ask yourself one
Basic
question.
bard cantrip is Thunderclap. A bow with knockback on it would work for that.
There you go. Level 1 bow with knockback.
Yeah.
Oh,
iron
I
bow.
like that.
I
Yeah,
like
marble
it
bow or
too.
something. Because
Oh, yeah.
Thunderclap
Hey,
is a
there he
really
is. All right.
good little cantrip.
Yeah. And that's something too. For the caster classes like that. Oh, Remy, I almost forgot. You have a wolf. You have a pet wolf. We never mentioned that. Your
Yeah.
ranger
Wait,
now
what?
can just throw a wolf into combat whenever they feel like it.
All right.
We'll get into specifics about that later. But as you mentioned, Captain Cheese, a cloaked individual who'd been lurking around the building, throws off his cloak and says, "Ah, you finally remembered my name, did you?" And Captain
Queso!
Conqueso.
Queso!
Oh. Cheese
Hey,
guy.
jeez, is that you?
He says, "I tried to catch up to you lads when you left for the capital, but you beat me out of the village and you were gone. You never even asked about me when you got back from blowing up the pirates. Come to find out, it was just potassium poisoning, which has alarmingly similar traits to a heart attack. So I don't blame you for thinking that I was dead, but it would have been
How
nice
did you
if
have
you asked.
potassium poisoning around all these bananas?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Oh, God.
Wink.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
I don't want to know.
It was a big party that night when we first got here, if you recall. We all got into the juices a little bit, I believe. But yeah, you did a right fine job on my ship, I'd say.
Maybe. Just a little bit.
I don't know what emote that was supposed to do, but it didn't work. Oh, buddy. Welcome
Oh.
back.
It's good to see you back, man. I have tears of
Aye,
joy
it's good to-
in my eyes.
Good to see you too, lad. I see y'all got my messages, though.
The ship's
Oh,
in no
yeah.
worse condition than that one time we raided that one bandit camp. We can
The
fix
one. What about the time we did the 3?
it. Oh, it isn't that bad. We'll figure it out.
I trust you, lads. That's why y'all got the crystals in the first place. But yeah. So Con Queso pops out of the shadows, alive and well after all this time, and he bids you farewell as you folks work your way to the ship. Actually, you know what? Why doesn't Con Queso go with you guys? You want Con Queso to go with you guys?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for old
sir.
time's sake.
All right.
Captain,
All right,
my
to the
captain.
ship then.
We follow you.
I can fly now, lads.
So is the plan to threaten to burn their place to the? Why does the giant banana about?
He's sunbathing.
Potassium poisoning.
Yeah, he's chilling. That is the Trojan banana from Breaking In.
Okay.
That's a sun-kissed.
With all the changes, I logged in one day and he crushed his wheels off of himself, and it was a travesty. And then beyond that, there's a big mushroom that grows like right in here somewhere, and it regrew through the banana and broke a bone. So I was
Man.
like, all right. I just I moved him over there where it was safe, and we don't need wheels on the Trojan banana anymore. You guys got in the gates. It's all good. But you should feel free to navigate your way down to Cutlass Cove. Abide, go ahead and fly it there if you like.
I wonder
I
if
would-
Freya's still making those slurp juices with the juniper berries there.
Cutlass Cove is over
It is at bus station 9. But I would prefer you do still follow the coast and not try to go overland. You can fly for the speed. You can add thrusters if you want, but just following the shore, preferably. What were you saying about juniper berries there, Trone?
Just wondering if Freya's still there. The little tavern that used to be in Cullis Cove with the juniper berries making the slurp juice.
That's if the tavern is still there, maybe. And here's a good point. Who's all coming on this adventure? Your
Don't
new
stay behind.
characters, your old characters, or a mix?
So Monday had to stay behind because he needs to they need to like reflect on everything and like kind of one-on-one with the onceler if that's possible, and Knox is coming on the adventure.
Understandably. All right. And then we've got Musa, Brock, and Guy, or do we have a Beatus?
We have a Beatus, because I happen to be just wearing this skin.
All right. Hopefully nobody recognizes you.
Oh,
But,
shit, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but it does make sense that you would come because your character has the past history with ship building and what have you.
Yeah.
What time do we got here? Ooh, it's later than I thought. All right. Yeah, kick that puppy into overdrive. Get over there.
I added a couple jets here.
Ah, man, that's what's up.
Yeah, out of character, this is so cool, by the way. Like, we're all just, like, traveling on a flying boat. This is awesome.
Yeah. In the magical world of Playwelia, where at any second you could be attacked by a sea serpent.
Don't dig your claws into my back.
Brock keeps looking
Ow.
around for the serpent because he's trying to make a big enough hot dog bun for it.
Nice. And now that you've mentioned the serpent, everyone roll initiative. I'm just kidding.
Good.
Okay,
'cause
I
rolled
parked
a
it for a
6.
second because I was terrified.
Brock whips out his axe and he's ready.
You're right.
Cat, stop trying to-
If you want to hit, like, around here-ish with the boat abide, I'll let you know what you folks see, based on your perception checks. Never mind the giant stick poking out in the water. That's for something else.
Uh-huh, sure.
I think here-ish is actually better. You want to
Perception is
come
based
around?
off of whim, wit, or will.
Whimsy.
I got a +1 in that at least. I'm too busy staring at the mast. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no. All right. Remy, what'd you roll for perception?
I rolled a 7.
Ouch. Knox, what do you got?
Heaven.
Avitas, you're our
11.
last hope. 11. All right. So as you folks are rolling up, it is nighttime. That things are going up, but there seems to be some kind of dispute going on between the island that you folks took over when you first arrived with the guard tower on it and the town itself. And a volley of cannonballs go back and forth between the island and the docks, both completely missing their targets. And then there's words yelled back and forth from the pier and from the
Pierre's
island.
throwing words out?
Yeah. The Frenchman down at the docks.
My question is, which side has the capabilities we need to fix the ship, and we should definitely aid that side.
The docks and all the shipyard stuff over yonder, some of which you guys did do a fine job of blowing up last time you were here, are all part of the main town. That's just the guard tower that you folks took over on your last trip here.
Yeah. Because I don't know if we aid them, if they would let us. Like, is aiding them enough to undo what we did? Probably not. But I don't know any other way. Like, if we aid the people on the island and they win, then do they take over and then we get their help to fix the boat? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I got it. We'll aid them, and then I'll sing a song, and they'll forget that they were ever mad at us in the first place.
I like this plan. Anyone else have a better one?
Fly the Jolly Roger. Let's attack the keep.
Could we try the singing of the song,
Pretend
and
to be
then
pirates.
if it fails, then we turn to piracy?
I'll sing a song right now.
I'm with the guy.
Just say the word. I'll sing a song right now.
Somebody get him a megaphone.
I'm with the guy with the axe. Let's just go for it.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on Brock.
No. On Brock. All right. So you're welcome to come closer if you like. You are also welcome to come close enough that you might be able to hear better what's going on, which may assist you in making your decisions prior to doing anything rash.
Right? Turns out it's just a festival and everyone's fine.
But they don't even recognize us, though,
They're
right?
like, they're like, don't worry, we'll send medicine over soon.
How do
We
they
just gotta
know?
get the trajectory right.
How do they know it's that we attacked last time because of the boat? Because we're all different people now.
Most of us are different people.
That's actually a good point, because
The-
most of us who are different can interact, and the people who are not different, we can just hide away.
Right. And the ship though is very much the same. And I don't know if you folks recall, but you lit that town up on your way out.
Yeah.
And if you recall, the dread pirate.
We
Again.
Oh
fought.
yeah, the
Basically,
dream sequence.
The dread pirate Ricky Bobby. He kept screaming 100 souls over and over again. So maybe all the people that would recognize you are not here anymore.
Brock's
But-
eye starts twitching. He's getting ready to jump off the boat and just go kill something.
What if
All right,
we
th-
pretend that we captured this boat and respawned the original crew, and we came here to get the boat fixed and help everyone?
Right. That's what happened to the boat. That could work. That's pretty
Someone
clever.
else
Well, you
has
just gonna throw me in
problems with
chains?
God's will.
But
And sacrifice
As
me? I
you
don't know.
folks-
If
as
You're a
you
prisoner.
folks roll up, would anyone care to give me a listen check?
Absolutely. Oh god, I'm rolling horrible tonight. 8.
16.
13.
16 for Brock, 13 for Musa. I'll pronounce it right eventually, I swear.
I honestly don't know. I just googled, like, I think a different names for bananas, and it came up that that's like a plantain.
All right.
Do it
It's-
slightly
it's-
different every
It's
single time.
Mufasa from now
Musa.
on. Your father's name. Your name is Musa. Your father Mufasa. What did you roll?
Musafa.
No,
Monday.
his dad's name was Nex.
8.
8. All right. So as you roll up, Brock and Musa can overhear the shouting coming back and forth from island to island, and the town is essentially yelling, "You're not in any trouble. Just come back to town." and the island is yelling, "Hell no, we're not coming back. We know we're fired." And it seems to be a group of pirates that were assigned to this guard tower, now refusing to come back to town. They're going to start their own nation on the island. And,
like just 30 feet
Alright.
away.
So here's what I'm doing. I'm shooting my grappler, and I'm going to get up there, and I'm going to intimidate them to go back to town.
all right. Give me what kind of check? I guess athletics for the grappler.
Gladly. 24.
All right. Shoot away, sir. All right. So the first guy, as you come flying up over the ledge, he's just like completely flat-footed, taken aback, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!"
You heard your bosses. They told you to get you back
Bart.
over there now.
Bard inspiration. Bard inspiration.
Like, where'd he get that grapple?
28.
He's
I'm
like-
going to
I was just
intimidate.
wondering.
He's like, "You can't fire us, we quit." But he definitely is wildly. He should have been wearing his brown pants. So all right, this guy is like definitely willing to be persuaded at this point. There are still the other guards. For those of you who weren't here for this for that stream, the other party took over this island. I thought they were gonna sneak in and like assassinate them and like, you know, do regular D&D style stuff. No, not my party. They got the guards drunk, I believe. Abide delivered them a pizza.
I did.
And they sung him a lullaby.
Yep, one of them was lulled to sleep by Monday's soothing embrace. This one in particular, this guy sleeping right here. Pretty much everything happened but a fight. They just made friends with the guards and then you know, waited for them all to pass out, and then shot the snot out of the town. After which I made a little comic strip on my Discord about the one guard just being like, "Oh, I'm fired now," or I forget what he said. It was a lot funnier than that. But anyways, yeah. So these guards are now refusing to go back to the island for fear of reprimand for doing such a poor job as guards. And yeah. Anybody else want to throw in on this minor argument between the new nation of Guardlandia and Cutlass Cove?
I'm trying to think of a good way to convince them to go back.
I'm going to push their cannon over if no one else does anything.
I would like to persuade them through song. How would I do that?
I believe
Sing the song
because
of Tale of Two Cities.
you
And now they came to ruin. I actually don't know how the book ends because I never finished it. It was really
I
boring.
believe you chose the glamour class for your bard, your performer. And
Correct.
I believe, let me just double check here. Beguiling magic. You have the charm person and mirror image spells prepared, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you can essentially. Oh, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. It's not beguiling. It's mantle of inspiration. Essentially, yeah. Anybody within 60 feet is gonna have to resist your charms.
Excellent. Then I take a deep breath and I start
So,
singing.
20
Oh,
meters.
sorry. Okay.
20 meters. Sorry, I just had to do the math for everybody.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna move closer if possible, like
Can we give him a megaphone?
like here. If that puts me within range, I can't tell.
If you use the
where are you?
prestidigitation cantrip, you can increase the loudness of your voice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, Tron.
All right.
Fire.
I guess we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say up to we'll give you 40 meters. We'll double the distance. So everyone within 40 meters of you now can hear whatever you're about to do.
Okay,
Which
cool.
I presume covers both sides.
Yes. So I take a deep breath and I start singing at the top of my lungs, and I sing, yo ho, dear pirates, go back to town, or you'll hear your last sound. Yo ho, dear pirates, go, or respawn will come for you now.
The pirates in town are like, we're already in town. Oh yeah. Oh, I just rolled 2 natural ones in a row. Like
Let's go.
That's never, ever,
Let's go.
never in the entirety of my life happened. 2 nat ones. Let's see. Can I do it? No, that one's a 15.
Brock's eye twitches.
Uh,
And respawn.
I just laughed so hard I spit on myself. But yeah, no, they all, 2 of them are definitely like, yes, sir, right away, sir. The one that Trone was dealing with is also now fully on board, runs down the stairs to regroup. Yeah, you folks can load up those pirates and bring them over to the docks with you if you like. And the mob on the dock seems satisfied. Like you bring them back over to the docks, they get off the boat, and everybody's like, see? And
Roll a 20 for my athletics check to get back to the boat
You did
before they sailed away without me.
it. But as you arrive in Cutlass Cove, the absolute mayhem and destruction that the other group of you left behind is wildly apparent everywhere you look. Buildings are missing large
This
chunks.
place looks like fertilizer.
The docks are, still broken. They were stone piers that they had originally. And they've got just scrap wood spanning the gaps. They did manage to put out all the fires, but they're still picking up a lot of the debris from everything. But despite the fact that the place is pretty much a wasteland, and I mean from the trash and everything that was around the whole place prior, it wasn't like it was the jewel of the island or anything. But despite the fact that everything is quite destroyed and quite in disarray, people seem in a generally good mood. There's people picking up, there's people doing stuff, there's people loading and unloading cargo. There's a couple other ships down at the docks. What's left of them anyways. And life seems to be just going on here in the village of Cutlass Cove. I don't know where he came from. Where did that tomato dude show up from? But yeah, what would you folks like to do?
My character he's going to hide at the bottom of the ship in a barrel.
In a barrel.
In a barrel.
I proceed to pick up the barrel and carry it.
Okay.
All right. So I presume your intention.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm supposed to be hiding so they don't know I'm here because I was here before.
I presume your intention is to.
Recognize you.
I presume the intention was to lay low until.
Yes, that was the intention.
Until people retrieve supplies or stuff for repair, stuff like that. All right. And Brock, in response to his reaction, are you gonna continue to
barrel back
carry him
down.
with you? Okay. So Monday, what would you like to get into as we arrive in town?
Brock, did you use the Bardic Inspiration?
Nope.
Okay, I can have it on more than one person at a time, but I can only do it 4 times a day, right?
Let me double check. I think it's per once
plus
per
level?
level.
Oh goodness, so that's 7 times a day?
Your die chain. Let's see. As a bonus action. Da, 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 da. Yeah, no, it's apparently just something you can do. There's not even a limit to it.
Oh, well, in
that's
that
Just
case,
just that only one person, like a person can only have one copy of it.
okay, and in that
but-
case, I'll spend my turn putting it on Abide Guy just in case Abide needs it.
All right.
I'm hiding in the barrel.
Were you about to say something, Tron, about the Bardic Inspiration? Because I'm not 100%.
Oh, so they changed that.
Yeah, because yeah, it doesn't say once per. It just says you can supernaturally inspire others through word dance.
It's a good change.
Oh. Nope. Number used, you can confer Bardic Inspiration to number of times equal to your Charisma modifier in Dungeons and Dragons. But for you, Monday, it would be your Will bonus.
Oh, that's only 3 times a day then, right?
Yep. So 3 times a day. Yep. But then you can get it back after a long rest.
Oh, okay.
And because we're level 7, your Bardic die, the die that they roll to add, if they want to, is a D8.
Awesome.
Double check. I'm pretty sure at level 5 it goes to a short rest that you regenerate them.
Let me check. Yep, Font of Inspiration. You're right. Yep. So after a short rest, you get them back.
Let's go, Brock. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Our local.
Characters at D&D is a Bard main College of Lore.
Heck yeah. I was gonna say Trone, our rules lawyer. He knows. He knows all the rules.
Forever DM.
Right. All right. So, what were you saying you wanted to do Monday? Sorry.
I'm gonna use my turn to put Bardic Inspiration on Abide just in case they need it, because they're probably gonna need it.
All right. And Remy.
At this point, I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I'm just gonna sit back and be ready for some heals. I mean, I have to
Alright.
like through look. Is there like a? Did you post an extra spell book or for all the extra spells, or are we looking through that older Excel sheet that you?
Yeah, we're gonna use that same older list.
Okay.
I'll I said earlier, I meant to do all this stuff for us last week with everything, and then I've just had a lot going on in my personal life. The last week I had 3 teeth pulled 2 days ago. I accidentally deleted 50 gigabytes of videos and
Oh no.
No.
stuff. I was on Google Photo and they were like, "Oh, hey, you need more memory. You should pay us more money." And I was like, "Or I could just delete some things off my computer." Do. Look, I'm deleting it from the internet. Well, what I didn't realize is it was deleting it from my phone, from my
That's
tablet,
crazy.
from my laptop,
Yo.
every place. So I deleted 50 gigabytes. It's all my logos for videos, all my fonts, all my everything.
Dude, my wife just did the same thing. She just did the same thing. She's
so-
cleaning out her email, and she thought she was just
Yeah.
deleting off a thing, and she's like, I think I deleted everything.
So yeah, for the last
Huh.
3 days, I've been restoring and sifting through 50 gigabytes of files.
No, well,
So I meant to do the spell list. I really did.
it's okay. It's really. I'll take a look.
But
and,
I will definitely have it for next time. And like I was saying to Monday and Trone earlier, anything you folks want to try, we can definitely try. They'll definitely, because there may not be an exact analog for a spell, But for example, like animal messenger is still going to work the way the spell does. Animal friendship is still going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stuff like
yeah.
that. The only thing that's changed really is for damage spells. Depending on the die type, is the type of blaster that you use, and the number of times you roll the die is the number of shots you get with the blaster. So if, for example, you do have some spells on your list that are damage spells, if it's a D4, it's an E11. If it's a D6 or D8, we're going to do the D44, I think it's called. And then area of effect stuff, we'll do bowcaster and like poison jug things. I'm trying to stay away from explosives for right now because, like I was saying earlier, they changed all the durability and stuff. So I don't know if, for example, a thermal detonator is going to wipe out that whole building over there because it's made of wood. That would be cool if it did, but I want to know if it's about to happen.
Yeah.
You don't want to give us
No.
something like that without testing it first?
Well,
Right. I don't want to give you guys the nuclear football right out. But
well, for now I got my trusty slurp launcher
all right.
ready to go.
And
Locked and
I
loaded.
just realized I looked at the clock. It is 10:03. This is actually a pretty good stopping point. We can do a little bit of the in-town stuff. If you folks want to continue, I'm not opposed. But if you also, I know, we only made a certain time commitment, so I wouldn't be opposed to ending it here either.
I'm pretty tired, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think.
That's
Yeah. I
But if ever-
wouldn't mind ending now because I'm not feeling the greatest. But I'm
Hey,
good for
that's,
whatever.
That's why I ask. 'Cause I know sometimes that's the case, and we all have other obligations sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, we will pick it up next time with you folks and your arrival at Cutlass Cove, which insofar does not seem to be
Uh-oh.
as hostile an environment as you expected.
What did you just say? About it being not so hostile.
Alright, well, when you all die and respawn somewhere else, it wasn't my fault. Did you just punch that dude over me? That was awesome.
That's what I do.
But yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to get together one-on-one with you guys over the course of this week in between to just tweak a little bit on the character stuff we might not have gone over or glossed over, because I do want everybody to know like what we're doing, obviously. But I also didn't want it to be just numbers and whatnot through the whole stream. Hey, what's up, Stonecore? But yeah, that being the case, if you guys want to roll for initiative, we can do outros, and we'll call it good for the night.
17.
21.
10. This is the lowest I've rolled all games.
I also
What?
been bad all day.
Uh,
6.
All right. Well, that's easy to remember. Abide, followed by Trone, followed by. Oh, I had to say it was easy to remember. Who got 6 and who got?
10. I got 10.
All right. Followed by Monday, followed by Remy. But yeah, Abide. Take us out there, baby boy.
Baby referring not to me, but my actual baby.
Baby man. Baby man.
Ba-
That's what I meant.
That's better, baby man.
Baby guy. There you go.
Baby guy. Why didn't I think of that?
A babe guy.
That's pushing.
Hey, baby guy.
Hey, baby guy, come over here. I got something for you to do.
So I did see your face cam. Wink, wink.
Wow, I have a full beard. Thank you. Well, okay, I don't have a beard like you. That is for sure. Yeah. So actually, I want to thank. I think a lot of you guys showed up yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's last night's stream, I did a face reveal. So if you wanna see face reveal, go watch last night's stream. It was killer. All you guys blew it out of the park. We made. I'm gonna be a dad either this week or next week. Yeah. So I'm gonna be a dad either this week or next week. And so there's a chance this might be my last session, depending upon how things go. Hopefully, I can make the next one. We'll see. I might be at the hospital this time next week.
Right.
I'm sorry, Kevin Master. I gotta go. I got a baby.
I tried to talk Abide to getting his wife to go into labor on stream. I figured it'd be good for ratings, but he was like, we should probably be at the hospital, and I was like, yeah.
We'll try to schedule that for next week.
Yeah. If, just pencil it in. Just
I'll pencil it. Yeah, I'll pencil it in.
But, everybody who's possibly not heard of Abide Guy and Abide Guy's amazing channel, go check it out for sure. And 1,000 times congratulations, bud. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Congrats.
So, and I want to thank all of you guys. Just in case I'm not here next Tuesday, which would be really sad. I want to thank you guys all for just being a great group to hang out and play with. And like you guys make this game.
Heck yeah, bro.
And it just the amount of times I'm just over here dying laughing through all these chapters that we've been through together, it's just hilarious. And the different ways that like I come up with a plan, you guys are like, no, we're gonna go do this instead. That's the opposite of what I was saying. It's just so hilarious, and to see the way you guys problem solve has been really cool. It's also expanded me as a person just a little bit to realize that there's not always one solution to a problem. So it's been really cool to see all your guys' different ways of going about solving problems. So yeah, and thank you guys also for being so encouraging. It's been awesome.
Heck yeah, brother.
That's just in case I'm not here next week, but I hope to be here next week.
And I hope you are, but if not, obviously we all get it. That's a pretty big move on your part.
If not, my character is hiding in this barrel for the rest of the campaign, though. He's just in the barrel, terrified.
Yeah, we'll poke some air holes in it with a musket. It'll be fine.
With a musket? No.
Well, he's got to get through the wood. It's
Sure.
Then you're gonna have to change after a couple sessions. You'll have to change your name to a mush guy.
Oh, no.
A slurp puddle guy.
Over there with your tankards. What was in this barrel again? As you're filling it up.
Right.
This is slurp, right?
Yeah.
We,
Just hook you up to the keg in the tavern and see what happens.
I mean, it's got to be better than those chocolate-covered pretzels we had.
Or maybe they taste like fermented chocolate. I'm sorry. We've devolved.
Hey, that's what we do here. It's ADHD and D is what we play every Tuesday. But on that note, I'll try and get us back on track a little bit. Monday. How are you tonight, friend? Take us out.
You've been watching Kaverns and Klombos every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. at the Long Tom Lounge on YouTube. Stay tuned next week to see what happens. And I don't normally do this, but I'm going to be having some fresh content coming out over the next month on my channel. I'll be posting a lot about it on the various Discord spaces and on YouTube. So stay tuned for some awesome stuff. I'll be exploring a lot of different music and even some content creation techniques utilizing various tools and such. But it's all focused on Lego Fortnite. So catch me soon, and I'll see you guys next week.
Awesome. Heck yeah, Monday. Appreciate it. And we'll definitely check that out. And don't feel the need to apologize for advertising. That's one of the things I love about this is getting everybody who's involved out there a little bit each week, and yeah, seeing the people that we are as opposed to the content we create.
Exactly.
But yeah, everybody check out Monday's channel. There's always a lot of good stuff on there. Like they were saying, a lot of content creation help, copyright free music, a lot of good stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you do over the next month, Monday. And Remy. Wait, did Trone get a 2?
You got a 17.
I have a 2 written down
Oh,
here.
I skipped Throne.
It's all good.
You know why I have a 2 written down here? Because you went second. I remember now. I don't know why I wrote down the actual numbers for everyone else. But we'll let you take us out, Throne. How's that?
Well, we still got Remy too.
Yeah. Well, after Remy, you can do the last one.
All right.
I think
All
mine's
right,
gonna
Remy.
be pretty short. I just wanted to say, again, I'm excited for this new session. I'm liking playing this new character now. Want to say Abide, congratulations. It's a pretty awesome adventure that you're gonna be going on. Aside from, of course, Kaverns and Klombos, but becoming a dad is pretty great. Yeah, I guess besides that, just you can, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I kind of multi-stream, so I'm also on YouTube as well, so you can kind of catch me on either. Most days between 2 to 4 or 12 to 2, around those times. But yeah, that's it. Looking forward to next session.
Heck yeah. Remy streams often on this channel. I don't always get to check them out, but definitely all of you folks out there should check them out. Lots of Lego Fortnite fun all the time from Remy's channel.
Yeah, that's all I stream is mostly Lego Fortnite. Yeah, sometimes BR, but yeah, Lego Fortnite is my main thing.
Heck yeah. For those of you watching at home, I was playing on my cannons and I just accidentally shot the ship. I'm sorry, Abide. But the ship's over there now. But now you can see why we didn't shoot the sea serpent with actual cannonballs, because any explosions make things on balloons go absolutely wild, which can be fun if that's the aim. But I'd rather the ship not go flying across the whole universe when another ship shoots it.
May I make a really quick comment about Remy's streams?
Absolutely.
So I don't get to watch every single one, but I have to say I get a lot of work done during his streams. They are so relaxing and chill and fun, and if you ever have a chance to catch one of Remy's streams, it is a very good time, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Monday. I really appreciate that.
What do you call the nighttime ones? Those are my favorite.
I call the nighttime ones dream streams, because I usually can't talk too loud or at all, so I'm either typing or I'm talking like this really low. So it's almost like a...
It's like ASMR.
it's
really cool.
It's like unintentional Lego ASMR.
It's like somebody really wants to tell you about their Lego experience, And now we're gonna lift it from the big we got the match, like your buddy in school or something, who's trying not to get overheard by a teacher. It's awesome, dude. I love it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.
Great.
Thank you.
But yeah, all you folks check that out. And Rooster's been in the chat all night. Definitely check out Rooster's channel if you folks haven't checked it out. Rooster normally plays our big bad brute, which Trone's currently filling the role of, and their alternate character is a druid, a fae friend, as they're called in Kaverns and Klombos. They can summon animals and talk to animals and shoot lightning and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week at the Long Tom Lounge, Kaverns and Klombos. Thank you all, as always, for stopping by and showing up and sticking around. And whether you watch now or later, we always appreciate it. Server restart in 16 minutes. We better We better wrap it up. But yeah, in addition to the expanded content, excuse me, expanded content you're gonna see from the rest of the group, that is my plan as well. My winter doldrums and just being taken away in all kinds of different varieties for appointments and holidays and whatnot is over, and I'm gonna be back to some more content creation as well. So keep your eyes out for that. And also, I'm gonna start doing live building Lego streams just because I got some Legos around and that seemed like a fun thing to do. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll try to announce the next ones. The first one was just a guerrilla stream because I needed to build the Dark Falcon right now. But yeah, once again, I'm Long Tom. It's the Long Tom Lounge. And this has been Kaverns and Klombos. And that's it for the night. So say goodnight, adventurers.
Good night, adventurers.
Good night.
Evening, everybody.
You guys have a really good night.
Good night, guys.
You guys have a good night.
Good night, adventurers.
Streams.
I'll see you all. Have sweet dreams.
A boy guy.
Next week.
A boy guy with chicken.
Wait, what about chicken?
I'll see you.
I got chicken.
You got chicken?
It's
Give me
so
some of your
delicious.
chicken.
Okay. But you get the ones with the chocolate on it.
Oh, I like chocolate.
Popcorn. Chocolate popcorn.
Yeah, Drone made the chocolate.
Chocolate.
All right, we've been off the air for like 30 seconds, but I didn't
It's
want
probably
to
a good thing. That's honestly probably a good thing.
Good, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we cut right before Abide said the thing about the chicken. So luckily we made it out. But that was fun, guys. Sorry it was so much paperwork and not so much beating stuff up. You all got
No, that
new
was
abilities and
okay.
Didn't get
I'm
to use them.
excited. Yeah.
Always good.
Yeah,
when
I
you do
think
that.
I think the new combat, like especially adding in like the back elements and stuff like that is gonna like really like elevate combat. Because say for example, you guys are in a cave and Remy's like